Alright, let's begin the test drive of this 2025 Acura Integra Type S. So as a reminder, this car comes with a turbocharged 2.0 liter inline-4 motor matted to a 6-speed manual transmission with limited slip differential, and the engine produces 320 horsepower and 310 foot-pounds of torque. And all that power is routed to the ground via the front wheels in classic Honda style. So again, the Type S only comes in forward wheel drive. So again, a little background. I got my start in the car community before I even got my driver's license. The cars, or the genre of cars that got me hooked on this lifelong passion started with the Honda and Acura scene. My first, I guess, like high school car or a car that was close to enthusiast level was a 1994 Acura Integra DB7. For those that are unfamiliar with these JDM terms, it was essentially a 4-door Acura Integra, and I did quite a few modifications to it. I did a JDM front-end conversion. A little background, the Acura Integra in the USA had the 4-circle headlights. In Japan, the Acura Integra, the same year, make, and model, actually had a different front end with one-piece headlights and different hood, different fenders, different front bumper. It just looked a lot better, and back in the days, it was pretty rare to be able to source yourself a JDM front end for the Integra. But again, back in the days, it was possible if you pieced it piece by piece. Again, nowadays in 2025, you can essentially buy entire front clips and even up to the dashes of JDM cars. But back in the 90s, pretty much impossible. So again, I was really excited to get back into some sort of Acura. I haven't been in an Acura Integra in over many years, 5+, 8, maybe even 10+ years. And I was very excited to be able to experience this Acura Integra Type S. And so far, let's just dive into the driving review, and I'll give you my final thoughts. So let's see if this Acura Integra Type S brings back the glory days of 1990s Honda Acura, or does it again continue the I call it the blandness that Acura has become ever since. I feel like the last great Acura that was created was probably the first generation Acura TSX and the CL Type S and the first generation Acura RSX. Afterwards, Acura kind of fell off, and then they reintroduced the base Integra, and people were like, blah. But man, when they showed the 2024, 2023 Acura Integra Type S with those wide body fenders, Acura did a very good job redeeming themselves. So again, let's see how this performs. So enough talk. Again, this car only comes in a 6-speed manual transmission, and there's a push to start. And my favorite thing about this car is that there's 3 driving modes. Very simple. There's Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. Sport Plus is essentially the race mode, and in order to go through those driving modes, there's a little switch here. So when you go to Comfort, the whole screen turns blue, and basically the suspension softens up. The shifting becomes a lot softer and less aggressive, and the variable exhaust just becomes very quiet. I'm gonna go to Sport Plus mode and race mode, and experience that, because you know I just love going in the race mode in all test drives. So when you go in sport mode, I can tell you for sure that the 6-speed manual transmission becomes much more aggressive, much more aggressive to shift, and the variable exhaust definitely gets much louder, and the suspension definitely gets a lot stiffer. Again, I feel if you're going to experience the Acura Integra Type S, you must put it into Sport Plus mode to truly experience it in all its glory. So here we go, and let's begin. So for people who have never driven manual, if you want to go ahead and start the car manual, put your foot on the brake and put your foot on the clutch and press the start button, and the car will start. I've already done that already for you. You want to put your brake down, and again, shift to first gear, and let go of brake, let go of clutch, and give it a little bit of gas. So here we go. So let's start off with one of my favorite features of this car, and that's definitely shifting the 6-speed transmission. I feel like this is one of the best manual transmissions of any car in 2025 and even before this. The 6-speed manual transmission in the Acura Integra Type S, it feels good to shift, it shifts fast, it shifts quick, and there are two notable safety features in the manual transmission that I really do love in the Acura Integra Type S. The first is the car has automatic rev matching. So if you know that in a manual transmission, usually when you shift gears, you kind of have to give it a little bit of gas with the clutch in order to get the car going, or sometimes you might stall out. Well, this car, you don't really need to do that. There's an electronic component where, again, the car automatically rev matches for you. So when you upshift or downshift, again, the transmission kind of just rev matches for you. So that's great. Second thing is that for certain beginner manual drivers or even advanced manual drivers, getting to like a steep hill or whatnot can be kind of scary. When you shift in, you might roll back. This car has a electronic, I guess, hill assist. So if you need help and you're going up a hill, you can press the button and the car will prevent the car from rolling back. So again, not only is the manual transmission performs like an enthusiast transmission, shifts really well, shifts really fast, and shifts really aggressively when you want to, but also again contains all these great safety features that makes driving manual just much more comfortable, much more safe, and much more enjoyable. Let's talk suspension, the engine performance. 310 horsepower may not seem like a lot. 310 foot-pounds of torque may not seem like a lot. But again, in this car, it's all about balance. You take 300 horsepower, but you put it with an amazingly tuned suspension, an amazingly wide stance wheel with those wide body fenders, wide stance, lots of traction, and just, again, that variable exhaust in the back of you. Great brakes. This car is amazing. Acceleration, again, it's fast enough to again give you a little fear, but again it's not enough overpowering where again you're afraid that you're gonna again drift off into a wall. So again, it's very balanced. 300 horsepower, I think it's more than enough, and I feel like with 300 horsepower it's probably one of the most powerful Type R, Type S variants thus far. Let's talk about sound. You can hear right now lots and lots of pops and gurgles. If you guys know my previous reviews, I love exhaust. It's my first aftermarket modification, and this car, its OEM exhaust in Sport Plus mode is amazing. So I'm just gonna drive and let you guys hear it. So again, great exhaust, and it's variable. It can be quiet in comfort mode, but it can be very loud in Sport Plus mode. Steering wheel, feel of the steering wheel is amazing. I love the classic black with red stitching, and I love how the steering wheel just feels very like, again, this car was just crafted for an enthusiast. There's a lot of road feel. It's not underpowered, it's not overpowered, but wherever you point it, the car just goes. A lot of people give crap to front-wheel drive cars, but three things I love about front-wheel drive cars is, number one, for people who, again, are enthusiasts who may, again, sometimes with rear-wheel drive cars you can get a little overzealous and spin out or whatnot. With a forward-wheel drive car, it's really hard to do that. You can, again, be very aggressive with the throttle or whatnot, but again, the front of the car just feels very, very stable. Wherever you point it, it goes. And again, if you're a rear-wheel drive enthusiast or four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive enthusiast, I highly recommend you guys try the Acura Integra Type S, because after the first 2 minutes in this car, you kind of forget that it's a front-wheel drive car. It just handles very, very well. It accelerates really, really well, and again, it's just a joy to drive. And yeah, just very amazing. So acceleration, I give the acceleration 8 out of 10. I give the handling 10 out of 10. And sound, 10 out of 10. Brakes, the brakes are amazing. They grip really, really well. They don't fade. I've been driving these mountains for pretty much all day long, and the brakes are just solid. I love the 4-piston, the look of the 4-piston Brembos in Type R red. And again, it just provides you the stopping power that you need, but in a very balanced way. It provides grip, but it doesn't, again, throw you forward or is overpowering. So again, brakes, definitely well balanced. I give it an 8 out of 10. Seating comfort. I do like the feel of the seats. So it's odd because the front seat is powered, but the passenger seat is actually all manual. And one thing I miss about this in this car is that the older Type Rs and the older Type S's, they usually had like Recaro SRD seats inside of them. I wish that this car had more like race-like seats. Again, they look good in the black Alcantara with the red leather, but again, I don't feel like they provide enough comfort or like support in the thigh area nor in the lumbar area. I mean, you don't slide around through the Alcantara, but again, it just doesn't feel like race grippy enough. And again, me coming from a Honda background, I really wish that this Type S came with some sort of Recaro seats. Rearward visibility of this car is amazing. I really love the fact that the rear window is really, really big. And also, as a reminder, in the back window, you do have a little square, essentially like a window frame. And usually in other cars, they usually blacked out in plastic. But it's amazing that in this car, it's a piece of glass. So again, you can actually see through it. So it provides just a little bit more visibility and safety. So again, rearward visibility is great. And that rear hatch window is just, again, just gigantic. Not only for storage, but also for view. Suspension. Love the suspension. I give the suspension 9 out of 10. Again, right now I am in Sport Plus mode and I am taking these curves very aggressively. And again, just completely zero body lean. I love the fact that I feel like with the conjunction of the wide body fenders, giving the car the muscular look, but also giving it that, again, that wide traction and a wide stance, you can take these, again, these curves just very, very aggressively. Right now, I'm taking it very, very aggressively, no fear. And again, no body lean. I feel very, very planted. I feel very, very secure. And again, it's just like, they say to never meet your heroes, but again, I met the 2025 Acura Integra Type S, and it really, really, again, impressed me beyond all measures. I think this is one of the greatest front wheel drive cars, if not one of the greatest Type R, Type S variants. And again, as a previous Honda enthusiast who got his start in the Honda scene, I'm very happy that Acura has redeemed themselves with the Acura Integra Type S. And I hope that this is a signal or the first linchpin in a comeback of Acura. And I hope that future Acura models, again, bring back the glory days of the 1990s Acura and Honda scenes. From the acuracl Type S's to the Acura Type R's, Civic Type R's, NSX Type S's, NSX Type R's. Just the glory days where, again, Acura focused on enthusiasts and again, just gave us what we wanted. So again, hopefully this Acura Integra Type S is a sign of that. So again, the interior noise, this car inside, it is a little louder than most other cars. But again, this car is based upon, again, because race car, the interior, it is a little loud. But again, I feel like maybe this car has a little less sound deadening. So again, there is a lot of road noise, but the good thing about less sound deadening in this car is that you can definitely hear, again, all the pops and gurgles of that variable exhaust in there. Here we go. So again, maybe I am biased because again, my heart and soul and my core of all my car enthusiasm was born in the Acura Honda scene. But I gotta say that this car is one of the most enjoyable cars I've driven. And again, I'm not really a fan of manual cars, but this car has really changed my mind about them. Again, this manual transmission makes it easy for a novice driver to drive, but it also allows for a advanced or even a race car level manual driver to, again, truly enjoy the transmission also. So again, it's great, many driving modes. I rate this car a 9 out of 10, and again, I'm just really enjoying it. And this is one of the few cars that I'm gonna miss when I have to return it later in a few hours to the owner. So again, I love the Acura Integra Type S, and maybe in a future video I can try its younger sibling, the Honda Civic Type R, and see how it compares. But for right now, yeah, this Type S is again, I think going to be a future JDM classic. Another thing I really love about this car is that although the car is a performance car, there's so many luxurious features. Right now I have the windows up, and this car has just amazing AC. Again, the seats are Alcantara, leather wrapped. You get a lot of luxury, and I believe that's what Acura is. I mean, Honda is Honda, but I believe in America, Acura just represents Honda with just a higher trim or a higher level of luxury in conjunction with, again, with that performance. So again, you do get some more luxurious features in this car, probably a little more higher class materials, and just more luxury features. For example, the front seats are heated, which is great. And I do have a essentially a heads-up display, which is really great. And again, there is displaying the miles per hour. It displays the current speed limit, and it always gives me a little beep every time I go over it. So again, some cool safety and luxury features in the Type S. Here we go. Oh yeah, man, this car is a joy to rev, to redline. Again, I'm really glad I had this opportunity to experience this vehicle. And I mentioned this in my previous review of the exterior, but this car is front-wheel drive. But a little background: back in the days in Japan, there was a 90s Acura Integra 4-door that actually came with a 4-wheel drive. I believe it was like the XSI 4-wheel drive, but it's essentially a 1990s Acura 4-door sedan, but it had a 4-wheel drive system in it. And we all know there are some cars in the Acura lineup that do have the 4-wheel drive system or all-wheel drive system. And I wonder in the future if Acura is listening, if maybe they can adapt that to a future Type S. I think this car is great in front-wheel drive, but I imagine what a monster this Type S would be if it had, again, the grip of 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. And we all know in Acura's big bag of secrets, they do have it laying around somewhere. And I'm sure the engineers at Acura can adapt it somehow. Amazing, amazing handling. Again, just one of the most enjoyable cars to drive. And if I had to drive a front-wheel drive car, this is the car that I would buy. This is the car that I would drive. And again, would have no shame in it. Bro, you gotta turn out, man.